Hello, everyone. I'm sure we are fine. We are doing well, and the lockdown is not getting to us. Definitely, it won't because the Lord is at work, working already to make all things good and all things new. So, we are once again on Intentional Woman's page, and please, before we continue, we have to try and like, share, comment, subscribe. So today we'll be talking on something very interesting, and with me today, let me know it tonight because I don't know when you're watching. With me today is the man that gave me the name that you know gave out the name to me, Mrs. Onavero. So with me tonight is Mr. Onavero. Ta-da-dam! You're welcome
Good
on
afternoon,
Intentional
good
Woman's
morning, good night, whichever way it's meeting.
Page.
I'm so happy to be here, and
And we're
thank my
happy
wife
to
for
have you.
bringing me up on this platform. I see it as a privilege,
Uh-huh.
and I also believe that we're going to have a nice time today.
I tell you.
Thank
We're
you.
going to have a nice time. That's my prophet talking. We are going to have a nice time today. Trust me. Okay, you're welcome there.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks for
To
the
bring you
privilege.
here.
I have the singular honor to be here.
Uh,
Thank you.
okay, yeah. Today, we'll be talking about a prayerless woman,
Okay.
and well, we have to bring you here because we feel that you might have one or two things to say as regards how a man, how a brother, how a husband can help a woman that is trying to strive or trying to find herself or just find a way out of the state of prayerlessness. So maybe I start by asking you, what does it mean when you say a woman is prayerless?
Well, a prayerless woman, in my own opinion, may not be the woman that does not join in the devotion or open her Bible to pray, or to seek the will of God at a time that you see, but a woman that does not have a secret place anymore. More or less, there is a secret place that is existent in the marriage for the man and for the woman, where they are not even praying together. This is an individualized setup of prayer that is not known to the other party. It may look strange, but importantly, the secret of every man is his prayer life, and the secret of every woman is his prayer life. And the most powerful prayer of every man and every woman is the one done in secret, not in the public. So when the secret prayer of the woman is missing, then we say the woman has lost her prayer life. Not the one that the man sees the woman praying, but the one that the man does not see the woman do. That is.
So that means it's very possible that the man don't even know if the woman has a prayer life. Not talk of if she knows when she's prayerless.
As a matter of fact, the man is meant to discover the prayer life by not by meeting her praying, or not by seeing her or screaming, no, but by reflections of supernatural. When some things that are quite uncommon are being reflected in the family and in the life of the man, that the man cannot give explanation to.
That's very much.
That the man cannot say it was because I prayed for this that it happened, or it was because I cried that the man cannot really point out his role in that particular miracle or whatever. So it's not the struggle that brought it. He just saw some things that are that are that cannot be directly explained happening in his life, happening in the family. Then already that is a signal that somebody that he knows or does not know, but most especially he knows, is praying in secret.
So are you not saying when the house is looking like victories are won, they're achieving some things, are you not saying it's most likely the prayer of the wife?
Well, there is a very important aspect that we have not probably unraveled in the scriptures, and I think we need to do that today. I'm sorry I'm asking that question that way.
Okay, no
But the Bible said in the book of Genesis chapter 2, and then if you start from verse 18, 19, 20, he was trying to expatiate on the man Adam. This is a man that has been workaholic. He has been doing so many things. As a matter of fact, Abraham, in my own understanding, seemed to be self-sufficient. All in all, could do everything he wants to do. He has authority. He has everything. He could if he like, he could call animal, come here, because there's the level of authority he operated there. But there was something that Adam could not enter into, that only God saw. It's a revelation that it will take God to reveal to the man that area of limit. That was what the woman came to feel, and it's called bringing the man to a place where help is needed. And that's why the Bible called the woman helpmeet. It's not bringing the man for them to be working together in help that the man already has or knows, but where help is needed that he never has any idea about. And please excuse me, how can you know where help is needed without a revelation of prayer? It comes from a secret place dimension. You see, most people have an assumption that I know where my broadband has problem, because they felt that probably because the man has said something about it, or probably because they saw the man physically express it. These are things that are found in secret places. It is the woman that prays that discovers the point of meet or of help where she was brought in to meet. It was a woman that is prayerful, that can say, I can relate with the point of help that I was brought in to meet. And at that junction, the word helpmate becomes fulfilled. So it's a matter of a woman coming to terms with a reality, and the reality is this: the help I was brought in to discover and to meet, let me use that word, cannot be discovered or met if I don't find it. The Bible says, seek and you shall find. Where do we find? On what platform do we seek most of the time? In Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31, he said, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. So the most important and most crucial place to seek was in place of waiting. And that comes from the place of prayer. Because when you do that, there will be strength, there will be revelation, there will be unravelings. Call upon me and I'll show you great and mighty things which you know it not. So it's a revelation that comes from the place of intercession, supplication, and prayers. Now, when a woman now does not know that she had to discover that from that junction, and she's just trying to relate with the man from a physical dimension of help, it will be a utter limitation of our expression and being brought to the family. It's an utter limitation. Utter limitation. The woman will be seen as if she has no room, no room or room in the home, and that's when the man will be seen the woman as a surplus material. We see the woman as someone that was just meant to come and cook. We see the woman as someone that was just meant to come and make arrange the house. And that's why the man will come back from work and say, look at the old room scattered everywhere, because the man has not seen the help that the woman is meeting. Aside from the cooking and the eating, which fortunately, the man could meet
by himself. So of what use?
So it is a revelation of the secret place, which is more importantly the place of prayer, that brings about the meeting of help.
So I think for the man now, you must first of all discover, just as you've said now, when those things are not just working, then you know that. So now if those things are working before, it's now come to a point where they are no more working again, then can we now say it's a signal that
it's straightforward signal something is strong. Now, I want to say this quickly to bring a bit of conviction. Eve was the part of the fall of man. It's a pain, but truth be told, if Eve was on fire, let's just picture. Let's look at it from dimension. If Eve was on fire, power of God was traveling the life of Eve. As soon as the serpent come, Eve was already of course Adam, wherever Adam was, whether he was with her or not with her. As soon as Adam, if the serpent comes, there's a discernment. Something is wrong. There's an error. At that junction, you can notify Adam. Adam, something is about to happen. No, you cannot allow this. And two of them begin to pray. Zakrokotogodo. We don't know why they're speaking tongues there. But I tell you the truth, by the time they do some serious prayers,
They will check back.
the first thing that will happen will be a confusion in the land of darkness.
Yes,
He said, what is happening to these people? There is something. We cannot just touch them. Because the woman that they wanted to pass through is on fire. And that's the implication of helpmeet. The help Eve was meant to meet was lacking. Serpent passed through, destroyed Adam, caused alienation to human race that we are suffering till today. And so, if women understood that the power that they held in the home and the fire that they could stir from revelatory prayers, discernment prayers, prayers in secret, prayers that the husband doesn't know anything about, that is the key issue. The devil is having a utter crisis already in his kingdom, because temptations that the man could face, the woman will have seen it. The one that the woman will face, the woman will have seen it. The one that the family will face, the woman will have seen it. So what is the role of the man? You don't understand? The man is the head of the home. And of course, when you talk about headship, you are talking about bringing things together. It's actually not about doing everything. It's not about being involved in everything. There are significant roles that a man, in all his capacity of bringing things together, cannot handle. Management is one of those areas. Talking about financial management, talking about spiritual management of the man. The man that has always been doing something, you're already failing. The man may not know something that is weakening, is getting weak hearts. If he's always bullying, they say, well, leave it to him. He can talk, he can shout, he can do. So they leave it to him. But when the man has understood that I'm only to bring things together, I'm only to connect things, like a directing capacity. Why the woman has a managerial capacity to make sure every detail is clean. At that junction, the family becomes too complicated for Satan to unravel. There are some families that are so easy. So Satan knows how to enter. Just one slap on the man. The woman who was already sleeping. The woman will not know whether they slap him or not. The woman who probably should have seen he is sleeping, and then the man's life is in major danger. And so, in simplicity, a woman that is prayerless will bring complicated dimensions to the life of the family by the virtue of free access of the devil. Because Satan will have room, easy room, and it will take the message of God.
You know, when we were just talking, I just remember that maybe that is why it's very easy for the devil to really get access to a woman. Maybe because, you know, once a woman is prayerless, obviously there are signs and symptoms of prayerlessness. Irritability, anger, unnecessary
even gossiping, relation with family issues with people, getting frightened, getting suddenly annoyed and all that.
So maybe by that, you know,
so just already the devil is at work. He will become attention to the man himself. If the man is trying to struggle to pray, when the woman bring their own challenges and the man.
So how can the man be of help in situations like this?
Very straightforward. Understanding the fact that this is a matter of life and death.
Okay.
I tell you, there's nothing as urgent as responding to some things with desperation, a level of desperation. There is this disposition you face on some matters, that it looks like if this thing doesn't get solved, I'm dead. Now imagine your whole body dead. Your whole body is lifeless, and your head is racking. Your head is the only one working. I mean, the head is going to explode. So that must be a cry. It must be a burden to the man. The man must find a way to really speak.
It's not like telling her your prayer.
No. It's relationship. We connect with God who is there. Because the Bible said in Psalm 91, in verse 40, he shall set his love upon me. It's a prophecy. Now, when you connect with God, God connects the person you are connected to. You have limitation in their capacity you can use to steer a woman by yourself. Because the Bible says it's not by power, it's not by might, by my spirit. So there's a force that the spirit has on the woman that a man does not have. Because the man has a capacity of only connection, which comes from the relationship we have with each other. But by the time the spirit of God begins to work on the woman by the effect of the cry of the man, the woman becomes almost effective and breaches the gap that has been existing, and the fire can be started again.
Now, a situation whereby the woman is prayerless, making the man too not prayerful.
Okay.
So how with the whole thing?
Do you
get what I mean?
No, maybe you say it again.
Okay, the woman is prayerless.
Yes.
Already, probably she has been attacked.
Yes.
And her prayer altar has been.
Yes.
Now, and the man too is already
struggling.
Yes.
Okay.
So now, how will they find themselves out?
Out.
Is it that the man will is it that one person will come to a point where I just struggle to pray or something? Because somehow, when someone is prayerless, you will know something is wrong with you. And if the other partner too is prayerful, but notice that something is just not right, we know something is wrong. So is it that they will just start? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I get. The thing that I feel again that the thing that can bring them out of such things is routines, the family routines. For example, at the point of altars, there's what we call family altar, and then there's also the opportunity of church commitment.
Maybe they know that they're in trouble.
They know that
at least the point of
yes. The first thing is the altar will reveal it. The two of them will come aware by it, and that's why it's important that routine. That's why routine is important for families. You don't say, my family is spiritual, so we are led by the Spirit. No, we must have guidelines. So by the time we are connecting with our routines, the Holy Spirit can, by the message of those routines, steer us up to some revelations. For instance, it could be just a family that we are all doing, or probably while we are going to a particular church service, or probably while we are speaking to our mentors, the routine way we do so, or probably by the time we are actually like having personal prayer that we used to have, something still that there is something that is down, and then all of a sudden the eyes get opened, and then revival comes back. But I want to also lay emphasis on the need for mentorship. Well, in my own opinion, I don't think any family can survive the pressure of this world alone. There is room for a covering, whether the spiritual father covering.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
I will go on later, but
okay.
All right. But what I'm trying to say is that when some of those things fail, your mentor will come up and
that's if they become.
Yes, that's if you have.
I guess that was what you're trying to say.
Yes, it can bring up a fire that can be stirred, and then the river can come back again. But all in all, the mercies of God is key, and that is actually the major thing: mercies and the grace of God that can, meet one at one end and then bring back the light and the life of the family.
I don't know if you enjoyed it. I actually do. That's what I used to enjoy. Anytime he wants to do it for me, Sha. All right. I know you've been blessed. I really enjoyed it. I know you've been blessed, and it must have touched one or two things. So please take time to listen to it, and as you do so, comments. Tell us what you feel. Tell us how you felt. Tell us probably you want to contribute, and let us know if you have any other thing you want us to talk about too. So thank you very much. We appreciate your presence.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Invite next time.
We have no choice. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.